Alright, this is a video for relocating the knock sensor on a 2000 Nissan Pathfinder 3.6. And some of the little things you run into, such as the wiring. You'll see that this has two wires, a white and a black, and the wire on the car is what some people refer to as a coaxial kind. It's actually a shielded wire to knock out any noise from electrical problems you may be having. But when it comes to splicing in this connector into what you already have, okay, let me back up a quick second. The wiring diagrams, I've looked from 84 up to 2004, and they all show the knock sensor wire is white. But I'll tell you now, the wiring that you get for these extensions, they can be a variety of colors. So what you got to do is look at the other end. This one's white. The other thing to look at is, see the connector there? Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Yes, I can. The white is on the left side. So if you're wondering which one is which, just look at your wiring here. The one on the left side is going to be your main lead coming off of your vehicle harness and going to this. So I don't really need to hook up the black one. It's of little use because this is not a shielded wire. This is just a standard 2-strand coated wire inside of a case. I don't know if you can see it right there, but there's the other wire right between my fingers. But you don't need to hook up the black one. You can if you want. I mean, it's totally up to you. But just remember, the white one, or whichever one is on the left side of this connector when it is connected to the crank sensor, is the one that goes to the white wire and or the center wire on your wiring harness. The rest of the relocation is pretty simple and straightforward. Now, I disconnected this connector right here. You just slip it off of this. Bracket. Move it up and out of the way. The wire you're after is right here. It's the same one that runs down, and you'll see that it has lines coming off going to the different injectors. Now, one of the keys to this is to get past the injectors. That's why this is a shielded wire, so it doesn't pick up static off of all the injectors and all the other crap that's wired in here. I also moved the kick down that runs over. Just pulled it out of the way. Like I say, we just move this wire here back out of the way. And in a minute, we're going to start splicing wires. The only other thing you got to remember is you've got to get a bolt longer for this right. Alright, as you can see, I've stripped back the wire. And here's the part that people call the coaxial style. It's just basically wires wrapped around to shield this other wire. If you want, you can hook it to the black wire, but it's not going to do you any good because the black wire doesn't attach to anything. It just runs through the harness up to where you're going to connect your knock sensor, which is right there. The main thing is, excuse me, bring your wire up. Don't run it right across all these plug wires. Bring it over and up so you eliminate the possibility of interference and give yourself other problems. Alright, let me go get the sensor and all that good stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, shrink fit electrical connectors work perfectly fine. Wire nuts, no. So now we go down. See if I can zoom you in. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I hope my arm's out of the way. A little toasty out here today. It's about 97 degrees. Okay, for those of you with a keen eye, you'll see that I've got a different connector. Because, well, what's red in one brand and a size is not the same in another. So, what we got to do next is run this wire back down into this case and tape it up. Pretty straightforward. Bring this wire up here. Get my hand this way, up here. Plug it in. You're away from all your other wiring. And put it together. Next, I go see if I can find a bolt long enough to do what I need. Okay, minimum length for this bolt, 1 inch. Now to me, if you want this thing to really work right, you need to attach it directly to the intake. The more things it feeds through, like this bracket, the more it lessens its effect. So you could get pinging and stuff, and you don't want that. Also, take this wiring, take it back underneath everything. Hope I'm still in frame. Oops, gotta put it together right. Snap that together. That's hooked up. I'm going to take this plug wire and move it down. Get it away from there. And we should be good to go, other than bringing that back up into place. And basically that's all there is to doing it. Probably the most monotonous part of doing this job is taping up that wire so it doesn't get water and stuff in it. Job's not hard. The relocation is fairly straightforward and easy. And those knock sensors can cause a multitude of problems. So, enjoy the video, click like, subscribe. Who knows, maybe I'll have something you'll like. Have a good day. Bye.